Gentlemen, thanks for joining me again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have some sad news and some very surprising news at that. Tom Brady, the legendary football quarterback, is now a single man after being married for 13 years. Oh, wow. Even the top percentile of men aren't safe in marriage anymore, it seems. For those that are short on time, I frankly don't follow sports very closely, but I think if I understand anything about it, it's that this one is very well rated, very talented for his age still, and just so surprising to see this happen. I hope that he heals from this event and the divorce grinder isn't too hard on him, and this doesn't weigh too heavily on his emotions or his children, given he one is a father and two is still um well still playing football as he retired and came back recently. But either way, before we get into the article, gentlemen, do me a huge favor, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, especially if you like the content that I'm constantly putting out here, and hit the notification bell if you want to be informed every time I put out a new video for you. So, we're going to leave behind brawling Geralt for a second and get back into the article. As it reads, Buccaneers Tom Brady, wife Giselle, announces divorce after 13 years of marriage. 13 years of marriage. I'm sure there's some men that watch my content or are familiar with the Fiend Gang content that have been in it for longer and are divorced, and my heart just goes out to guys that spend their time in love with somebody for that long and things just end. Um, it's a huge emotional toll on people, and that's just so nuts to me. As somebody who's never going to get married, that's never been in a relationship for a decade, I can only imagine the things that are going on through his head right now. But as it says, Tom Brady and Giselle are officially divorced. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers star announced on social media the couple finalized their divorce in recent days. Just want to make sure that this is focusing properly. Cool, it is. In the Twitter post here, it says that they arrived at the decision amicably and with gratitude for the time we spent together. We're blessed with beautiful and wonderful children who will continue to be the center of our world in every way. We will continue to work together as parents to always ensure they receive the love and attention they deserve, which is very vital after a split such as this. I'm going to assume that they're a bit older, or are at least in their teenage years, and it's very important that for their upbringing that they stay close and that they manage this properly. We arrived at this decision to end our marriage after much consideration, as I would hope is the case. Doing so is, of course, painful and difficult, like it is for many people who go through the same thing every day around the world. However, we wish only the best for each other as we pursue whatever new chapters in our lives are yet to be written. So I think that comes from Tom Brady. Yeah, that post was from Tom Brady. She was saying that the decision to end a marriage is never easy, but we have grown apart. That makes sense. Her post, as I think it's important to see from both sides of the story, her says, with much gratitude for our time together, Tom and I have amicably finalized our divorce. My priority has always been and will continue to be our children, whom I love with all my heart. We will continue co-parenting to give them the love, care, and attention they greatly deserve. The decision to end a marriage is never easy, but we have grown apart, and while it is, of course, difficult to go through something like this, I feel blessed for the time we had together and only wish the best for Tom always. I kindly ask that our privacy be respected during this sensitive time. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, given how big your ex-husband is of a star, people are probably going to tear in and want to figure out why exactly this happened. Now, let's see here. I'm wondering if there's anything else I can glean from this. According to the report, lawyers for both sides have spent most of the month of October figuring out details of a settlement and an agreement on property and custody of their children. Very important. So, some more stats on them. Brady and Bunchen, perhaps, began dating in 2006 when he was playing with the New England Patriots. The couple married in 2009. They have 2 children together, a son born in 2009 and a daughter born in 2012. So yeah, 10 and 14, 13 respectfully. Very important times in their lives, for sure. She was often at Brady's games, most notably during his appearances in the Super Bowl. She was on the field with him, along with their kids, to celebrate the Bucs' 31-9 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 55. So this is an important thing. Brady announced February 1st he was retiring from the NFL. The future Hall of Famer reversed course only 40 days later, writing on Instagram, he realized his place is still on the field and not in the stands. So reading this over, while some time has passed since he announced he was retiring and then decided to get back into it, I do wonder if part of her decision to leave the relationship was because he's getting older in his football career, or if she's just been indoctrinated and has decided that she wants to live more of her life. Going back to the article there, they've been dating since 2006, so yeah, 13 years of, well, they got married in 2009. They've known each other for about 15 years here. Not quite. My apologies. I'm not quite sure how old she is, but it's a good amount of time to lose. And she's had children, so perhaps she wants to see what the dating world's like out there. But the sad reality for her is she's probably in her late 30s, if not early 40s now, I would presume. And he is in his 30s, and he's in his prime, and let's face it, he's a kick-arse football player from what I understand here, so he's going to have absolutely no issue moving on from this woman. Whatever the case is, and it doesn't really sound like she's monkey branching up to somebody else. I just really don't understand her decision here, as I'm trying to understand through like hypergamy. This man is the top of the top. Maybe he's just a really boring freaking person. Who knows? But they have children together, and that's just the sad thing about this. I have no concerns or thoughts that he's going to have a hard time bouncing back from this, but for her, probably going to be the case. So, to wrap things up, as we've hit the 8-minute mark here, for any reason whatsoever, a woman can just initiate divorce and move on from you. Nothing in either of their statements gave some sort of clear reason as to why they were moving on from each other, so it's most likely very private as to what it would be. Only time's going to tell what exactly the issue was here until people dig that up. And as I said, I have no doubt that he's going to have any issues in his new dating endeavors. This is most likely going to leave a scar in his life and cause difficulties in raising their children, as I do think that co-parenting is a great idea. It's just things are going to be different. Things are going to be very different for them. It's not a surprise to me that men in this generation do not want to get married so that they have the 50-50 chance of it succeeding be tested. One of the things I want to end off with here is, has taking the red pill turned you away or not strayed you from marriage? Do leave your comments in the section below and let me know. Let me know what you think of this. Very surprising news. And forgot to mention, thank you Hyperion for posting this in the community section of the Fiend Gang Discord server. Almost forgot the shout out. Jeez. But either way, Fiends, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for listening to me chat. And as always, Do your due diligence. Protect yourselves, men. Bye for now.